So I'm Michael Pease, this is William Young. Here at Grapplers Elite, we want to do a little video to help you with the 5 sweeps I think beginners should start with. Kind of gives you all basic directions and things to work towards for most things people are doing. So first, some basics with the guard. When we close the guard, I want to be up, the higher the better really, with my ankles pulling down. I don't want to be down around the hips. Sometimes new people are doing that. It's really easy to open. I'm going to be up here, okay, close enough I can close that guard. Now, there's different things he can be doing. We're going to do 5 sweeps. One, we're going to start here. If he's leaning into me, we're going to do an elevator sweep. If he's pulling back, we're going to do a sit-up sweep. If he's standing up, trying to force his way out, we're going to do a stand-up sweep or an ankle sweep. If he's more effectively trying to break free, open the guard, we're going to do a scissor sweep. If he, from here, if he's more effective, this last sweep is called a flower sweep, sometimes a pendulum sweep. It's more versatile. I can do it while he's down close to me. I can do it while he's sitting up, but I'm going to turn perpendicular, hook his leg, and that's where we're going to go. So it kind of gives you some options. So go through them quickly, and then we'll make a video for each one with more detail. First one. Okay, we're going to start with close to me. Now, a common thing people do is they lean in, and we'll go over more detail in the video, but I want to trap this arm, okay, and will you sit up? When I trap this arm, I want to come around and kind of hug it in with my arm flat. So sometimes I have to make some room to get that in, but in flat. Again, he's leaning in. Partners shouldn't be like shooting themselves over, but leaning in. What I want to do is I want to move my hips away from that side. I want to come under his arm and under his leg. Okay, right here. This is now from my side. I can bring him forward and I can elevate. And when I sweep this leg underneath, he goes right underneath. That's the elevator sweep. Okay, so again, we're going to go through all these quickly and we'll go into more detail. The second one, instead of leaning into me, he's pulling back. So he pulls back and pulls me up with him. I'm going to quickly post behind me, come around, and bump, following his motion right up and over. A bump sweep or a sit-up sweep, sometimes referred to as a pivot sweep. The next one, he's trying to stand up from here. He might be pushing off of me. I'm going to hold on to his upper body and make him use his legs to force himself free. Right as he's about to get away, I'm going to drop my hips and bring my knees inward, with my toes catching his body if he tried to stand up, like so, and grab his ankles all at once. Then I'm going to bump, coming up with him. Here's one of the keys. I post. I'm going to lean both knees pointing the same direction I'm posting to. I'm going to hop my hips up onto him. Now usually they come right back at you, so I'm going to grab the collar or the neck and pull myself up onto him into mount. That's a standing sweep or an ankle sweep, knee thrust sweep, sometimes it's called. The third one, he's opening the guard, breaking free more effectively. What I want to do is reach in, grab the tag of his collar and the cuff of the wrist, just like this, hook it. Don't put your fingers inside. Okay, so I have a deep collar and tag, and while he's trying to open it, I'm going to preemptively open it and put my knee right across his belly, under his sternum. So what I need to do is I want to get pushing this way as much with the scissoring motion, but I can't go down too flat where he can lay on it. So I've got to keep him up. So I've got to raise this enough to keep him up. The nice thing with this is it really helps prevent him from moving in and passing my guard or just backing out and getting away and stepping around in another more easy fashion. When I sweep, I'm going to drop this down, but I need to get him on me. If he's sitting back and I try to sweep, it's really hard. But what I want to do is get him on me, so I'm going to rock and get him pulling forward. Okay, when he does that, I'm going to pull the wrist, pull the collar, and scissor my legs. And I take my wrist like I'm looking at the time. Right on over. That's the scissor sweep. And the fifth is a flower sweep, sometimes referred to as a pendulum sweep. And this is a versatile one. And if you're only going to learn 2, I'd recommend these last 2. The scissor sweep because it blocks passes and helps control them. And this one because it's a little bit more versatile. The 2 before that, the stand up And the pivot sweep are the easiest ones, but they're very specific to a certain thing happening. And the elevator sweep, it's also valuable. But from here, instead of grabbing the collar, what I'm gonna do is reach in. I'm gonna just move real quick so you can see what I'm doing. No, stay there, stay here, Will. I'm gonna take my arm and shoot between his legs and turn completely perpendicular to him, holding his leg. So right here, instead of grabbing the collar or let go of the collar, whatever, I'm gonna rotate perpendicular and I'm gonna shoot this arm in between his legs. And I'll show the different angle in a second. I'm gonna push this way with my leg. If I can't keep him off balance, if he stacks his knee to my nose, I have to go back. I don't have the sweep. I'm gonna hook that leg though, and I'm gonna push him this way with this leg. Now I just wanna pull him forward by walking. He starts to go off balance, and I kick, and come right up on top. All right, let's do it again. Just real quick with this one, so you can see this angle. So again, I can hook right here, walk, pulling him forward as he starts to go kick and swing this leg underneath. Awesome. Okay, so 5 sweeps, deal with them pushing in, pulling back, standing up, more effectively opening the guard, and then a more versatile one that kind of crosses the boundaries. Those are the ones. Michael Pease, William Young, thanks for watching.